Oke guys, balik lagi bersama gue di Present Gaming. Kali ini kita akan main game lagi, genshin impact aja guys. Jadi di sini kita akan lanjutin storynya si siapa tuh? Ganyu ya. Kemarin kita udah di story zombie, terus di live juga kita udah yang tata glia. Jadi sekarang waktunya kita main yang ganyu ya. Oke, kita menuju ke lokasi mana ganyu itu berada. Oke, let's go. Langsung ganyu. Ada liyue guys. Dia di situ. Sudah, kita nunggu. Gimana? Oh, pas di atas. Berarti kalau pas di atas kita ke sini aja. Tambah ke situ. Sebentar. Tunggu loadingnya dulu guys. Agak lama loadingnya guys. Oke, nice. Oke. Hop. Oh, situ ya. Liyue Harbor. Ini ya. Kata gue matinya ya. Oh.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
Ini.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Chising secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person.
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not...
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Rijkaard. She's the general secretary of the liyue Chising. We've only taken...
even though the Chising have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the illuminated ones.
Oh.
They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Rijkaard and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Miss Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of liyue.
Orang yang paling rajin. Wow.
Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Speaking of Rijkaard, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Oh iya dong, saya kan
Of course,
penggemar.
we've been there lots of times.
That's good news. Could you go to Rijkaard and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's
Dia mau ke
about
Cloud
time
Retainer,
she
guys.
came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
Minta bayaran lembur dong. Nggak bener. Lautan awan, lautan manusia.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel outside? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
Oke. Kita kita tinggal travel aja ya guys ya. Berapa meter jaraknya? Oh, ada guys tahu ya? Kita travel aja ya guys ya. Oke, gimana? Buset, jauh bener. Jauh guys. Di Mountain Aozeng. Lumayan. Jalan kaki sih lumayan sih Pak. Lumayan sih. Jalan kaki. Mountain Aozeng, ya ampun. Kok di sini? Naik dong. Salah saya. Di sini tuh. Nah, tuh dia di situ. Sebentar ya, hancurin dulu. Hop. Ini senjata. Oke, bagus. Kita bisa menemukan perhatian setelah mempersamakan makanan yang lezat. Menurutmu, apakah kali ini kita bisa menemukan respon adaptus lagi? Tergantung sih, nak. Memang tergantung. Wah, banyak nih.
Person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her.
Hah? Orang berdiri gimana? Saya nggak ngeliat. Oh, bukan di sini ya? Oh, salah. Oh. Baru keluar, nak. Itu tuh si Ganyu. Halo. Ganryu. Oh, itu mah dari Tekken salah.
Ganyu, here you are.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yue High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back.
Ya betul.
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold.
Oh, terus
The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to live with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Ampun. Ampun, Bu.
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Jadi tuh dia kayak punya power 9 gitu loh guys. Tau gak yang di punya Nobunaga tuh. Dia kan pakai N yang jarak itu bisa sampai 50 meter. Nah ini.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Kisah masa mudanya akan membuatkan... Kisah masa muda? Berarti dia udah tua dong sekarang. Dia pakai jurusnya Tsunade berarti.
Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it. Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed.
Oh,
When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball.
kempal, oh berarti dia sempat gemuk.
The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Semuanya gara-gara manusia. Sama 2 malam terus nangis pas ketahuan kayak main petak umpet.
Cloud retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite.
Memperkeruh
Impressive.
suasana.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, the most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it.
Oh, boleh. Kapan-kapan ya, Bu?
Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Chilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain.
Oh my god.
But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness and sought to convince her to go back to the human world.
Skip, guys.
But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
Patah-patah guys, maaf ya. Daftar gue kayaknya gak kuat deh.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end.
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now, preparing for the trial.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then.
Jadi katanya si ini tuh apa ya? Si Ganyu ini kayaknya dia tuh gak punya teman sama sekali, kayak bener-bener sendirian lah gitu. Terlahir ke dunia ini gitu kan. Dan dia tuh ngerasa kayak bimbang mungkin hatinya. Bisa dibilang begitu mungkin. Sekarang kita nyari ini dulu. Nyari si siapa namanya? Ganyu lagi. Ganyu, sorry guys. Katanya ada di bagian selatan dari sini. Yuk kita ke bagian selatan yuk guys. Nah, kebetulan membutuhkan ini buat bikin senjata lagi buat si ini, si Rosaria. Okay, nice. Kan.
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here? Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too long.
Tunggu, itu di kepalanya tuh apa sih? Tanduk ya? Jadi dia binatang jadi manusia gitu apa gimana?
Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adeptus training.
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
Oke. Mulai aja, Bu. Apa? Tahan temu bidik. She's a demise. Asik satu kena. Buset, dari jarak segini jauh dia nembak. Dan wah, nggak bener nih. Ya, kena dong. Itu waktu 3 menit guys, baru. Santai. Itu deh. Akhir. Oke. Hop. Ini emos bau nih dia senjatanya. Ketahuan banget. Belum lagi guys. Set. Bawah. Hop.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
Jangan dong, jangan ditarik lagi ke atas dong. Jangan. Oke, dah. Ini lagi. 3 tempat. Nah lo. Bisa lah, bisa. Let's go. Hop. Oke, kena. Kena nggak? Oh, kena. Makan kedua. Terus pindah dulu guys. Pindah agak kesini sedikit. Nah. Ih. Jebur. Salah dong guys. Sampai ya. Nah. Oh, such kain bos.
Wow!
Okay.
Ganya's a really awesome shooter.
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Oh, kemana nih? Oh, sini. Walah, ada jembatan tuh rupanya. Gua ngeliat gitu guys. Ada jembatan di situ. Kenapa ribu sih? Kena. Kain bos. Kena lagi. Tabasku bos. Kena, oke. Di situ ya. Cepetan, 45 detik lagi please. Jangan gagal. Nomor di bos. Nice.
We're way behind schedule.
Ayo. He's such a firebird star. Tantangannya berhasil guys. Luar biasa emang. Oh ya, terus guys, gue mau ngucapin selamat ulang tahun ke temen gue.
We've completed the task. What do you think?
Oke, lanjut ya.
Hardships are a fact of life, both for the Adepti and humans alike.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the first trial.
Oh, itu bagian pertama.
So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Xiao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming. He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are. Let's go.
Gue kasih nama Silver tuh kenapa guys? Karena tadinya gue mau ngasih nama Silver Crow yang dari Excelworld. Gila itu Silver Crow. Begitu gue liat modelnya, waduh gila bener-bener keren sih Silver Crow. Bener, asli. Itu gue nonton Excelworld, gue ngeliat Silver Crow tuh, waduh asli bener-bener keren guys. Cuman sayangnya si karakter utamanya tuh dia nggak bisa berantem. Sayangnya itu doang sih. Kalau dia bisa berantem pasti lebih keren lagi tuh si Silver Crow-nya. Yakin gua. Turun, terjun payung. Ah, pas di bawah guys. Si Xiao ada di bawah tuh. Dem. Pas di bawah. Pas buat di bawah, peng gitu. Nyampe gitu loh.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion.
Oh, berarti dia bukan manusia ataupun adeptus, berarti tengah-tengah setan.
Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
Enggak, jahat guys, enggak jawab, jangan.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
Oke, kita lihat guys. Latihannya itu seperti apa sih? Gue penasaran gitu loh. Selesaikan pelatihan dari Xiao.
Focus on the trial. I'm not here for idle chatter.
Oke. Gila. Ngeri juga punya guru kayak gitu. Ini bagus sih, tegas. 6 hari bos. Hah? Si Gokuri bos. Oh, bukan. Oh, mulai trial. Kirain ditembak guys.
Even the weather's changed.
Kalahkan 26 monster. Waduh.
The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads again, though.
Oh. Oh, kemana guys? Itu dia. Gila sakit banget. Tuh kah? Oke. Ah, bagus guys. Sakit terus. Nice. Tinggal pakai jinnya cukup. Mana ya? Sini. Belok. Mari gak kena. Oh nyebelin. Salah kan. Ini gue belum sakit guys. Ganyu jin gue belum terlalu sakit. Bisa juga gitu. Pecah. Kalau gembung begitu tembak aja guys. Pecah kok. Up. Oke, lagi hop. Lagi hop. Nice. Bagus, gila sekarang 3.000. Bener. Kenapa sih ganyu sampai setengah sakit begitu? Hebat ya. Nah, oke. 16 dari 6 guys. Lagi. Hop. Oke, lagi. Hop. Lagi. Hop. Nice. Satu. Mundur. Nyawit. Hop. Ini hop. 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 Nice. Satu lagi. Oh itu ya. Kabur sono guys. Hop. Set sekali kena setengah darah loh. Sakit juga ganyu ya.
This weather is perfect.
Guys.
We should move out.
Caranya begitu rupanya.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training.
Oh, tuh. Pelajaran guys ya.
Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Kita dari setiap latihan itu mengevaluasi diri sendiri supaya menjadi lebih baik katanya.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Ya dong.
Oh
Ding itu.
heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis. I've finally come upon the Adepti.
Itu bukan sih yang ininya si Sincil? Gue lupa siapa
Are
namanya.
all of you the Adepti of this mountain?
Saya bukan sih, cuma pengembara kok.
Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim. He can handle any battle, but talking to strange humans is a different story, huh?
Makanya kan.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter.
Kalau Anda emang hebat, Anda udah pergi sekarang. Cari duit Anda sendiri.
What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the...
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living.
Tuh, kalau kita mau jadi orang kaya harus kerja keras, guys.
It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Ugh, how dare you reprove me? I bet you came here looking for the Adepti yourself.
Tadi samber petir Thor mati lo.
He might
Ceder,
sorta have a point.
hingga
We
langsung.
did come here looking for ganyu after all.
Kurang ajar banget lo. Iya, ntar tau-tau gitu si Donald, wih, tau-tau ceder, meninggal.
Nah, enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things he said, he was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true. Just believe us.
All right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
Oke.
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go.
Tuh dia guys ya. Oke. Cukup dulu ya sampai sini ya guys ya. Jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe. Terima kasih. Nanti part berikutnya kita akan lanjutkan. Sampai jumpa di video dan live stream berikutnya. Gaming over and out.